Shadow Cells. Written by Abner. Copyright by Abner 2014. Narrated by Wynne. Part 1. Foolish child! Prince Tyson Tamb ducked the savage swing of a Brighton farmer's axe, his mind on his sister and not fully on the battle at hand, which was the only reason the untrained plowman drew blood on his left shoulder. Silly, impetuous, empty-headed child! Ty pivoted and attacked the other man, his long sword cutting deep into his chest. Writhing, the farmer collapsed, choking on his own blood. And his little sister Rainey was out there somewhere, as if a battlefield were a playground. The bloody conflict had dragged on for days between his father's hired soldiers, who fought bravely for their Red King, Meredith of Tamb, and their neighbors, the witch Queen Meredith of Brighton's farmers. Once allies, they had become fierce foes. Ty's father had accused the Brightons of stealing Tam land. The Tams were suspected of abducting a Brighton family royal, as if the Tam family wanted anything to do with a cousin of the Queen's. Ty had planned to stay out of the fight until his little sister ran off into the thick of it. On the field, each army fought like demons for the right to live in peace on their own lands. The Tams wore red to match their hair. The Brightons looked like thunderclouds advancing, in ebony blouses and whipping black hair. Rainey wasn't safe among them. She was tall for her 10 years on Earth, flat-chested and long-limbed. But she would never blend in among the countless grubby-faced boys and men battling with swords and clubs. She was too pretty, her hair too red. Worse, her weapon of choice was a knife with a 10-inch polished blade given to her by their father, the king. Hardly a weapon at all. Ty ran over dry, beaten grass and around the scattered bodies of the slain, avoiding swinging swords and booted heels. Never had he been so ferocious as his long sword slashed through the air. A fist glanced off his shoulder, irritating his wounded side, and he cursed loudly. And then he spotted her. Rainey. He would know her anywhere, even dressed in boy's clothing and waving her blade like a paintbrush. But she didn't wave it needlessly. A Brighton man advanced upon her. Rainey's costume obviously didn't fool him. Even from a distance, Ty recognized rage and lust in the man's expression. Tyson ran, brittle summer grass crunching under his boots, praying he'd get there before that Brighton jackass laid a finger on his little sister. But he wasn't fast enough. The man body-slammed Rainey to the ground, his brutal intentions clear. Ty reached them a moment later and ripped the man off Rainey. His sister was covered in blood. Her victim flopped into the grass, a knife hilt protruding from his chest. He sucked in one sickening death rattle and was gone. "Are you hurt?" Ty roared, yanking Rainey to her feet so he could shake some sense into her. He'd been so scared, bone-rattling, blood-curdling scared. "No," she said, her teeth chattering. She was afraid, too. Good. Maybe she'd think before she put herself in danger again. "Halt! Stay where you are!" 6 Brighton guards circled them. Ty whipped Rainey behind him and drew his long sword. A Brighton woman pushed her way through the ring of larger men. "Meredith?" The stunned question was barely out of Ty's mouth before the 6 men plucked his sword away and held him by both arms. It couldn't be her. But it was. And the sight of Queen Meredith Brighton's delicate face shrouded in inky black hair did what it always did to him. Flooded his veins with adrenaline. "Sean!" Meredith wailed.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?